set to kick off.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football as we're underway in Super Bowl 56.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll run with Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Brings up 3rd and 7.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Mariota. Flush to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handle winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
2nd and 14.
They run the counter. Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Mayfield. That is caught inside the 5. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here.
They'll try and run the option.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mariota. They set up the screen to Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They'll throw again. Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
To throw is Mariota. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The interception, Mayfield. That's complete to John Ross. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 49 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Made by Michael Pierce. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Jets' 20-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings 7, Jets nothing.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing. Mayfield. Steps away to his left. The Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down. Desmond King there on the coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
For the field goal, a 32-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
Different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more. Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota eluding the pressure right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
49-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From just shy of midfield, Mariota got a man and he hits him in stride. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
5-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota flushed out right. He'll try and run it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now Elliott.
And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have made this a 1-score game.
He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think point, the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, try to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who kicks it. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh. Fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
6 brings up 2nd and 4.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jets have taken the lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Flush to his right. And he'll get into the end zone. So that pushes the lead up to 4. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players. But most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He's going deep for Brown. He rifles one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he will take it across midfield and down the 45. He got out of the pocket there. Was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
10th carry now for Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and
play fake. Mariota escaping the pressure right. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Brings up 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mariota. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
7-yard line.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Mayfield. That ball complete to Isabella. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Dancing to his left. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Preston Smith, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. A first down carry by Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
At the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Elliott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing and run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so...
He's got him in, complete, past the 20, touchdown, Vikings! Eric Ebron, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Mariota to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pickup there at 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Mariota now from the 50. Eluding the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jones picked up by Jonathan Jones. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From midfield now on 2nd down. Mayfield. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before it gets going.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 and the 34. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. His time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. A big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. He's going deep for Brown. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Marquise Brown, 37 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
Yeah, I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back to your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Dante Fowler. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense, chance with that incompletion.
The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll give it to Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
2nd down and goal. Mayfield. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just to chip it. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Now all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Ezekiel Elliott with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Vikings 27, Jets 21.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down, Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Mixon with it. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down and 9.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the 1st down. So you got to think, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. Now Mayfield on 4th down. Flushed out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up at the 31. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. and that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Credit the tackle to Jalen Holmes.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They go to Elliott again. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
On the carry. He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
7-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Mayfield. Now he's flushed out left. Now he'll let it go on the right. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Big play there. 53 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
The Vikings will line up for the...
That's a prime example of the danger that Baker Mayfield presents when he's able to get outside of the pocket.
And we see many quarterbacks do this in the league. A lot of them have that good mobility, but we see them, they're more like striders, right? There's a smoothness to them. When I watch Baker Mayfield, everything is sharp, hard, aggressive, and he turns it into a big-time shot downfield in a monster play.
This will make it into the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charlie. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. From the gun, Mariota. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They go play action. Mariota escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 25. Big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there
there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And they have done it. The Minnesota Vikings are the Super Bowl champions. And the Lombardi Trophy is going back to the land of 10,000 lakes. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
Kick it and go, kick it and kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do, sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew, you need to win, who need to win, that's all we do, I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope, from sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope, from sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Putting it down for that, time I was down and out, had to bring grinding back, doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at, you know what it be, playing this here for the keeps, had to make off with a feast, a family to feed, third cold where the trophy should be, EA got me in the game now, breathe on with the game now, they're here with a lane now, my home second with a rain now, legendary on the field, kinda drip is a skill, this the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing to the heel.
With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope, from sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope, from sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. without you money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without you money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a bearing a message to the best. If it ain't me, then you need you a confession, you a mess. You ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you, cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. And I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's sauce so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you ain't first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma throw that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say follow and let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah. Look at me, at the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yet the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. You take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs. In a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go? Where do I know? Not on my own. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside. Look when they peep us. Choose us in the belly of the beast, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising. Thinking, what type of knowledge gon' sink in? Life gives you lemons, and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage, way before they pour it on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze. On each and every way, put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Oh.
This is the last opportunity to re-sign your players or they'll become free agents.
second nature. Alice automatic. Pile up.